Well, good morning to you. How y'all doing this morning? Oh, yesterday was a beautiful day here in Oklahoma. Man, okay. So, I just want to say one thing real quick. I noticed that in a lot of my videos, and I noticed this, I'm sure some of you have too, hopefully it's not a big issue. I really don't wear the same clothes every day. This is a jacket. I realize I'm wearing it in a lot of my videos. So please don't start spreading rumors. Don't start thinking that I don't change clothes. I do wear clean clothes underneath it. Okay. So last couple of days I've been seeing stuff online, and it's kind of interesting regarding Jeffrey Epstein. And no, I'm not talking about the Epstein didn't kill himself memes. They've been going on for a while. They are funny though, and I don't know. I personally believe one way or another they're probably true. That's what I'm going to talk about this morning. I don't know if any of you guys subscribe or follow the Serial Brain 2 series on YouTube. Does episodes called And We Know. I believe it's the same person. Anyway, a lot of good stuff on there. So there's him, and there's a few articles that I've read regarding this, and y'all probably gonna think I'm crazy for saying it, so I guess we'll find out. There's a second theory on Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of people think that sorry. A lot of people think that after he attempted suicide or whatever with the whole Jeffrey Epstein death, that some very high profile people in the country that might be implicated by his business dealings made arrangements to have him whacked in his cell. And it is really fishy that, you know, the guards weren't doing their job. He was taken off of suicide watch just days before his alleged death. The video surveillance, the cameras for that area just quit working, had technical difficulties. I've also heard that the video footage was lost or removed, rather than they didn't stop working. So there's a lot of these things that just don't add up. You know, they seem extremely coincidental to just have miraculously happened the day that he supposedly died. So I don't know if any of you guys followed Q or not. I poked around in his stuff. The Serial Brain 2, the And We Know channel, it goes through different tweets and posts by people with information and everything on the possibility that not only did Jeffrey Epstein not kill himself, but the possibility that Jeffrey Epstein's not dead. Now, some of you are probably like, yeah, whatever. How could that be? And now let me elaborate on this and give you my my personal take on it. I could almost see where that's a possibility. Here's why. Okay, so Jeffrey, we all know the story about Jeffrey Epstein and Epstein Island and all that stuff. And the types of people and the social level, the social class of people that had dealings with him, and we're not just talking about the Clintons. That, you know, that's been a key figure, but you know, there's accusations of all kinds of people in Hollywood and actors and elitists from all over the world. You know, we're talking about London, England, the UK, all kinds of people all over the world. So there would be a lot of people that would want to get their hands on him, either directly or indirectly. Now, for the Attorney General and the FBI, Department of Justice, NSA, having him arrested and in custody would be an extremely, extremely important high security operation and extremely high risk, mind you. Now, it's never really made sense to me that he would commit suicide after pleading not guilty and opposing the charges. And I'm sure a lot of people feel that way too. So now, let me run this by you. Let's say you had a witness that was so crucial that the loss of this witness would be devastating to a case that you were making against very important people with a lot of money and a lot of power. And knowing the reach of these people with a lot of money and a lot of power, knowing you couldn't really trust anybody, you would still have to find a way to protect this person. So, hypothetically speaking, what if from the good side of things, not somebody from the outside, but from the good side of things, what if they staged his death? I mean, the law enforcement, FBI, DOJ, they would have access or be able to gain access to video surveillance footage. They would have an inside track with the prisons and the people running the prisons or detention centers, whatever you want to call them. They would have the inside pull rather than outside influence. And so you take that and you stage his death. This does a couple things. One, that gets everybody, you know, kind of refocused on it, brings them back into the spotlight. You get movements like the Epstein didn't kill himself movement, you know, where people are making memes. And I mean, it's died off a little bit, but they're still coming out. Still see them floating around, and you know, new little quirks and stuff referencing that. So, and then you take him and, you know, you stage the whole thing, cut some sort of deal with him to some degree, which I hopefully, if this type of thing is what's happened. Hopefully it wasn't too good of a deal. But there's got to be some weight in bringing down all of these people that have had dealings with him and been associated with him and taken party with him. So you have all that. Now you're able to slide him away into some sort of witness protection scenario, even if it's a different cell somewhere else, maximum security. But in a sense, he's out of the public view, he's out of the public minds. Now, some of the people, the extremely elite and powerful people that might want him to be dead for fear of implication and verification on those accusations, it's not only going to kind of make it out of sight, out of mind for the public view, but it's also going to tie the hands of those that might try to have him executed or kill him, because, and this is brought up in the Serial Brain 2 video that I watched, it's going to look really fishy if this guy's dead, according to the media and everything, and then they go and try to kill him. Plus, he'd be in a situation where the likelihood of his survival would be a lot better, because there would be less people that know his whereabouts and the details on the situation. So, just something to think about. You know, another reason why I think this might be a possibility is, and it's kind of okay, so you've got this key witness. Now, if I'm Bill Barr, AG Barr, and something like this happened and I lost a witness, I would be outraged. Bill Barr never seemed to be that way at all. He didn't seem to be too bothered. Just like, well, you know, we did this and we're looking into it, we're going to investigate it. It seemed like it was just being swept under the rug. Some people theorize, well, that's because him and Trump had an inside track with him too, and are associated and affiliated with him. I don't think that's the case, considering Trump kicked him out of his resort and cut all ties with him once he found out the kind of stuff that he was doing. Maybe should have reported him, but turned him in. I think maybe he could have done more, but he did. Jeffrey Epstein was an outcast after that too. He didn't go along with him and get into that sort of stuff. Okay, so now on the flip side of that, through this whole process, I've never seen AG Barr get riled up about anything, though. I don't know if he would get riled up during a home invasion. I mean, the guy just has this really calm, candid demeanor. It seems like no matter what is going on, he's extremely restrained, very well spoken, and just let the facts speak for themselves. That's one thing I love about the guy. Like, he's not emotional about it. He's just very fact cut and dried. This is what's going on. So, but if they had a program for Mr. Epstein to be in, just to get him out of harm's way, it would clearly explain the level of, I don't seem like I'm too worried about this, that we saw with Bill Barr and some of the other people through the FBI and DOJ. You know, Donald Trump tweets a lot and gets worked up about a lot, and think, you know, if he's trying to take these people down and everything, you think that he would be outraged personally. And he wears his emotions out on his sleeve a little bit more than a whole lot more than Bill Barr does. But even once that news came out, he didn't seem to get really worked up about it. Just some food for thought. You know, think about this. Okay, so I'm not going to say how much I believe in this theory. I'm still rolling it over my mind myself, but it's something that the way everything happened, it kind of warrants some thought and some possibility. So, in the words of, well, I'm not going to use that because that's Tom Hanks. And I don't know. Anyway, so let's move on to subject 2 real quick. Hopefully I get this name right. I've read his name a whole lot. I haven't heard his name a whole lot. Ricky Gervais, or Gervais. British guy. Anyway, he was the MC for the 2020 Golden Globes with all the Hollywood actors and elitists. And if you haven't watched that video online, he spent, I think the full video, it was on YouTube from, I think the NBC version. It was like 8 minutes long. And his opening to the Golden Globes, oh my gosh, he roasted. When I say roasted, I'm not talking about chestnuts on an open fire. I mean, I'm talking about burning down the she shed. Alright? I mean, he roasted and trashed all of Hollywood. And it is hilarious. He brought up Jeffrey Epstein and made jokes about a lot of the people being friends with him. He called people out for their crappy movies and everything. And then to top it all off, before he started announcing awards, he told everybody that if they win an award, that's not their stage to get up and make a political speech. He told him, he said, most of you have been in school less time than Greta Thunberg. And basically, nobody wants to hear your stuff. You don't know anything about the real world or what it's like. So just get up here, thank your agent, thank your God, and then F off. Oh my goodness. No, he does it a lot better than I do because he's got the whole, British accent and everything. But no, the guy was hilarious. Anybody that's watching this video is going to think that video is amazing. It's probably one of, if not the most watched video on YouTube right now. My God, check it out. Now we're going to get into a little segment where my blood's going to start to boil a little bit. Because, let's see, here, last weekend, Rose Mcgowen, I'm not even sure who she is, some Hollywood actress, she sent out a tweet. Yesterday I did the video on the whole Iranian general being eliminated. She sent out a tweet to Iran, well, in reference to Iran. She apologized to Iran, first off. She said, please don't kill us. Basically, this isn't a direct quote, but basically 52% of America doesn't support this guy or whatever. The next thing is what really got me. She said that we're stuck under a terrorist regime and don't know how to escape. Please don't kill us. So, Rose Mcgowen, and I wish somebody would watch my video that would get this to the right people, that would get it to her, but yeah, probably not going to happen. But oh my God, how dumb can you be? This is why nobody likes these Hollywood people getting involved in politics. How freaking stupid are you? I mean, I try to keep this clean most of the time, but I'm about ready to cuss up a freaking storm. If anybody in this country has the means to get out from underneath this terrorist regime, if that's what you really think it is, and you're not just some attention-grabbing twit, it's you, Rose Mcgowen. Here's the great thing about this country. This is America. We don't keep our people behind walls with machine guns. We don't travel ban ourselves. If you don't have a felony, you can get a passport, which you probably already have because you had to travel to act in movies and stuff, or go to training, or Epstein Island, or whatever. And you go to the airport and you get a freaking ticket, or you probably have somebody that you can pay to do all that for you and make travel arrangements, and you get your ride to the airport probably in your freaking limo because you got it better than half of the than any of the working class people in this country. You get out your limo, you go through the airport, you sit in your first class seat in the hell out of our country. You leave because nobody's keeping you here. And that goes for anybody else in Hollywood, or any of you other millionaires or high-level business people that are talking crap about our country. Nobody's keeping you here. Why are you here? Think about it. Why are you here? Nobody's keeping you here. If you're here, it's because it's your own dadgum fault. Okay? I can't make this any clearer. Don't sit there and talk trash about my country and my Christian values and everything else, and a president that's finally doing something about half the crap that's jacked this country up for the last however many number of decades. I'm not that old, but I've been around and know that it's been going on a lot longer time than I've been alive. And we finally got somebody that's trying to do something about it, that's standing up to terrorists, that's trying to secure our country and secure our borders so things like 9/11 don't happen again. But what does he get? He gets called racist and everything else, and terroristic. Rose, no. Take that crap somewhere else. Bottom line, you don't like this country, you don't have to be here. That goes for most anybody. Alright? If you got a job, you can save up enough money to get a coach class ticket out of here, right in baggage. I don't care. If you want out of there, people that want into this country were walking thousands of miles from Central America to come up here and storm our freaking borders. If you want somewhere bad enough, you can get there. So if you don't like it here, you think it's going to be better somewhere else, then go. What is stopping you? This is America. You have certain freedoms here. One of them includes the freedom to leave. There. I said it. I feel better. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna finish with this towards all you Hollywood actors and high-level business people and everybody that think you're more important than everybody darn well else. There's times in life where you need things, right? There's people in your life that you need, okay? At some point in your life, you're gonna need a doctor, maybe a dentist, all right? You're going to need an auto mechanic. You need the trash man to come take the trash. You need roofers to work on your house. You need people to install air conditioners and heaters. Sometimes people need people to do yard work. We need people to build houses and skyscrapers and buildings and businesses. And you know what? Most of that stuff outside of the doctors, is working class, blue collar American jobs. Those are the people that we need. And the doctors. Please don't leave doctors. Because you're not ending up millionaires even out of what you do. You're getting paid for the amount of time you put into college and a lot of the equipment and business that you run because it's extremely expensive. The people that run this country, the people that we need, are the lowest paid, hardest working people in this country. I will never, and you will never, ever need a Hollywood actress or actor. You will never need a professional athlete. We don't need you. You're there for our entertainment. So shut up. Keep your political crap to yourself. Don't publicize it. And you'll have more people that go and watch your movies because half the country won't hate you for your opinion. It's pretty simple. Simple math. Anyway, I got to get to work. I'm going to have to leave y'all with that. But this is commentary on the road. Ended up on the side of the road. Commentary on the road. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe. And if you agree with this or enjoy watching it, do what you can to get it out there for me. Love y'all. God bless. See you later. Have a good one.